Hi, it's Angus Poole here with my Configuration Project 3. So this project's a little bit different from most of the others in the sense that the graphics and all that, the actual game itself, aren't really important. This course was more about configuring installers and deploying projects. So the project itself is split up into two folders, this game and part 1, which part 1 contains the installer as well as the licensing page and all that, and game contains the actual game itself. So in order to set up the actual in order to get everything set up, you can see that here I've got the CND folder in C. It's completely empty, and if we go and we look over in this NSI section of XAMPP, we've got this validate license PHP. I have XAMPP running here with server up so that my installer is going to be able to validate the license. The first thing I have to do though is set up the game to be installed. So for that I go into the x86, it won't work on x64, command prompt for Visual Studio, and I'm going to run this command here, msbuild gdp 1819 finigl.vcx project. And what that's going to do is it's going to zip up the game and all the relative files for deployment, and it's going to put them over in this CND folder that's newly created, pool angus project2.zip. The installer is going to be accessing this in order to install files. So we're then going to go over to the part 1 folder, and the installer code is here, so you can take a look at that yourself to see kind of what it's doing. But the validate license.php is right here, and you can see how it's validating a license. So I'm going to get this up just so I can see the possible usernames and passwords there. And then we run the installer. This is an optional folder. It doesn't do anything whether you use it or not. It's just to include some assets that aren't really relevant whether you include them or not. It was just a bonus thing to test the ability to optionally do that. So I'm going to turn it on so you can see the extra assets folder is included. And then, okay, we need to type a valid email and password. So I'll just use the combination of Angus and Pool here. So Angus at fanshawonline.ca, P001E. Next. So there's what I typed in, and that's fine. License is valid. I'm going to click agree, and it's going to install. So now if I go to CND, we can see there's a new folder here, pool underscore Angus project 3, and it's got these folders here along with an uninstaller, and the extra assets folder has been included. So it's got all the valid stuff needed for this exe to run. We then have, if we look over here in the registry, this software info 6025, it was empty, but if I take another look at it now, it should, yes, so it now contains this pool Angus, so it's installed a registry there. We also have the there should be a shortcut, I believe. Yep, so a shortcut's been created as well. It's just called video game. And I will run the exe, but it is a bit slow to load. But I'm only running it so that you can see the validating of the license over here. So we'll just double check that again. Angus at fanshawonline, P00. fanshawonline.ca, P001E. And this right here, CND-P3, pool Angus, is what was generated with a valid license. This is our license key, essentially. to show that we've got a valid install of the game. And since it recognized that, it is now loading the game up itself. But there's no need to wait that long, because really that was what, all this other stuff was what the project was about. So I'll just close this, and then I will run the uninstaller. Okay. And that's gone ahead and it's gotten rid of the other folder there. And it should also have gotten rid of the registry. I'm not sure if I can refresh this. Okay, I got rid of the other registry there, but not that one. And the shortcut is gone as well. So that's pretty much it for this. Thank you for watching.